You should look for what kind of pain you want to deal with. I was wondering if you guys could go through some of the day-to-day pains and or downsides of being an illustrator. So what are some day-to-day pains that illustrators face?
It's essentially like pick what poison you're okay with, right?
Hmm.
I'll take this, kind of kick this off, and
Good.
I think in the illustration world, and I think this extends beyond it for any creative field, and maybe even beyond that. There's a spectrum, and on one end of the spectrum is the employee, and on the other end of the spectrum is the entrepreneur. And the employee, the extreme example, is someone who doesn't like risk. They like, they like a nice stable atmosphere. They like to know that the things they expect actually happen. They're given an assignment, and you know, they want to live in that narrow window of creativity and provide the best thing that they can do within that narrow window. And companies love employees because they need employees to survive. So if you go work for Disney, if you go work for a video game company, uh, Bungie or EA or something like that, you're going to be given an assignment, and you're going to be told to do a specific thing, and it's due on a specific date, and they're going to pay you a paycheck on a specific date, and you're going to get benefits, and it all works out, and that's great. Um, the other end of the spectrum is the entrepreneur, and this is the person who takes full responsibility for everything, never knows when the next paycheck's going to be, um, is okay with failure, is okay with success riding on whatever it is they're doing, never knows if they're going to have be able to pay their mortgage, or be able to have a retirement or something like that, but they're hoping that the thing that they work on is going to pay off big someday. But nobody's telling them what to do. Nobody's giving them an assignment. They're kind of looking and seeing what's needed and seeing if they have what it takes to fulfill that need. And you have to figure out where you are on that spectrum. Are you 90% employee, 10% entrepreneurial? Are you 50-50? Are you way more entrepreneurial and 10% employee? And find the work and the work environment and the job that best fits that. Because if you are an entrepreneur and you love calling all the shots and you love being the boss, but you're trapped in a job, you're not going to be happy. You're not going to make good work. And if you're like an employee type who loves stability, but you're out there like trying to get stuff done and make a difference, you're going to be so stressed out and so worried that you're not going to make good work either. So you got to find where you are on there. And it might be that you need that stability, but you also want that creative freedom. So you take a job that isn't creative, but pays the bills, so that you can devote all this creativity to like risky stuff and know that you're not going to lose your shirt. On the other hand, it might be a flip version of that. So I would say, like, going back to those pain points, security and freedom are like the two opposite things. The entrepreneurial has way more like administrative work to do, and if they start collaborating and work with others, there's lots of meetings and things like that. Um, um, you have a lot less control on your schedule as an employee. You have, very limited vacation days early on. That gets better over time, but there isn't like freedom to just not show up at work one day if you're not feeling like it. So those are the kinds of things, and just know yourself, figure out who you are, and go down that path.